Whenever you think of a strategy companies take in order to implement social entrepreneurship, oftentimes they're going to be donating money to charities. Although this is an amazing cause, it doesn't necessarily make it the most effective cause. Companies don't necessarily know where the money is going or how it's going to be spent. But this is a reality. Their purpose of doing this is that they don't have to identify the issue or come up with a creative solution in order to tackle this global issue. However, Warby Parker is different from most companies. They take the time to recognize the issue and implement creative solutions in order to address some of the largest, most global issues around the world. For that reason, we are proud to be standing in front of you as Stephen, my colleague Holly, Charisse, and Mo, and we make up Brite Consulting. Now, the goal of Brite Consulting is to shed light upon some of the issues that you are facing, as well as to come up with innovative, creative solutions in order to tackle some of the most pressing, difficult challenges in your company is facing as of today. Today, we would like to walk you through what Brite stands for. That is a base, resolution, the ideas, the timeline, and finally, the evaluation. We're going to walk you through what the base problem you're facing is, and then propose and recommend some resolutions that we would like to implement in order to address this problem. We're then going to take those ideas and put them through analytical tools to show how these are going to help your company in terms of growth and social impact, and then show you our implementation plan through a timeline. And then finally summarize it all with an evaluation, keeping in mind the eye for the future.
So you, Warby Parker, have challenged us. You've challenged us with maintaining this corporate vision while fostering growth and expanding your social reach. And we at Brite Consulting have come up with a way to do that. So we want to introduce innovative ways to expand your product offerings and grow your social reach through our new initiatives.
So to achieve that, we've conducted a bit of a gap analysis to show where you are currently and also where you desire to be in the future after the solution we're about to implement. So first, you have a great social initiative that involves the one-for-one glass eyewear, and it's been very successful, but we can always do more to really expand your reach and grow. Secondly, you have a partnership currently with Vision Spring. So that partnership has been great, and they've been doing more of the groundwork and the distribution for those glasses and really implementing the social initiative that you've strategized. Thirdly is your current marketing strategy is very word of mouth based. That's great as you were a startup and you were growing and expanding, but now that you've reached a decent size and have quite a bit of venture capitalist funding, we can really expand that and make that a little bit more sophisticated. Now, looking at our desired state, we want to add a new initiative that really supports and really revolves around your core values and your high-level strategic vision. Secondly, we're going to add a new partnership that's similar in nature to Vision Springs, but that supports this new initiative instead. And finally, as I mentioned, you did start with a word-of-mouth marketing strategy, but we really want to take that local market view to a new level with a global presence. And how we're going to do that is through key factors for change. So that first involves a new initiative called Earrings for Hearing, which is similar to the eyeglass campaign that you currently have, but it's by selling earrings, you'll be providing hearing aids for people in developing countries or people who need them. Secondly, we're going to really expand your customer experience. So currently, you have a great online presence and a great customer experience, but we really want to take that to the next level. And finally, our marketing campaign. We're going to really take that again and really bring that up to a more complex level.
When it comes to our key performance indicators, we wanted to really lay it out for you to see how we can improve the different diverse parts of your business. We wanted to introduce 3 different things. The Earrings for Hearings, where we'll be selling beautifully and superior crafted earrings, similar to the glasses, but we're going to sell it at a low price, and on top of that, we're going to be providing, for every 5 earrings sold, we're going to be providing 1 hearing aid to one of the partnerships to one of the partners that we're going to form. They're going to give those hearing aids to the people in need of it right now. So our aim is to supply that to 250,000 people by the end of the 2-year implementation plan. Secondly, customer experience. It's going incredibly right now. as we can tell, you have a 94% response rate and a 94% within 15 seconds pickup rate for your customer service, and that's great. But we want to up that one more time. And we're going to introduce augmented reality to improve that customer experience to a whole new level. It's going to diversify the type of distribution channel you'll have. On the top of that, it's going to present a new way for customers to engage with you. IKEA has done it in the past. Well, currently they're actually implementing it, and it's going incredibly. And we want to build on that by being the first ones to introduce it for facial accessories. And through it, our KPI is to implement this augmented reality. Finally, marketing. As my colleague Charisse has said, everything is going well in terms of local word of mouth, but we want to establish that global presence while diversifying the marketing channels you currently have. So our aim is to increase your brand recognition by 150%. Our 3 alternatives. We spent a long time looking at the different alternatives you have. You can introduce a new product. You've stated in the past that you wanted to diversify the kind of portfolio you have away from glasses. And you also stated that you wanted to maintain your current customer experience, but we wanted to also increase it. And finally, your social initiative, the 1-for-1 glasses, going great, but right now we're looking at trying to increase the social game that you have and improve it to a whole new level to improve your brand as well. But we really spent a long time thinking about it, and we decided why not implement all 3 together? A new earring, augmented reality, and earrings for hearings. It just makes sense with the amount of funding you also have.
So given that the 3 alternatives, we've created a high-level view of what the strategy will be. So first, it centers around the Earrings for Hearing initiative. That is then supported by the partnerships that you'll build, and then it's going to be promoted through a marketing plan that we'll be implementing that's going to be very robust, and it's also going to be disrupting the industry with augmented reality.
So now let's dig a little bit deeper into Earrings for Hearing. So to first kick that off, we need to implement this new product line. So you will be selling earrings on your website for the benefit of generating revenue and giving hearing to those without. So with this new product line, it'll be fairly easy to implement as you're creating these earrings with products that you already have from the eyewear that you produce. So these earrings will be simple, they'll be sleek and a versatile design, also going with that low price point to stay within the target market, the consumers you already have shopping with you at within that $95 eyewear range, so about $50 earrings, somewhere around there. So we don't want to go out there like Gucci and come in with a couple $100 earrings. It's just not a good plan for you guys. So leveraging these new partners. So currently you are with Vision Springs and they are good for eyewear. So we want to meet up with the hearing aid equivalent of that nonprofit organization to then implement this into other countries to reach those in need. Back onto our customer experience and we want to leverage augmented reality. So we plan on boosting this shopping experience for your consumers, so they don't have to ship the glasses back and forth to your consumers. They can just try things on online, and it'll really just bump up your reputation being one of the first people to get into this in this industry. And finally, we want to increase your social impact, as you mentioned, something that you really wanted to do. So Earring for Hearing is going to do that, being able to touch upon these individuals out there in the world who don't have access to hearing because they simply don't have the funds to do so, and we will bridge the gap. So we will sell earrings to give those in need hearing.
So the real purpose, another reason why we were doing this initiative, is because we recognize that this is a very competitive market. There's a lot of big names, as you can see in this graph behind me, namely Oakley, Gucci, Ray-Ban, and Persil. These are big names that all have something in common. They have very high price tags for their current market. We want to differentiate ourselves apart from these companies, and this initiative is going to allow us to do so. When you set out your vision to build this company, you're looking at companies such as Ben & Jerry's and Patagonia, because they were also different from the other businesses. They weren't in it just for increasing their profits and making more money. They were in it to improve the world and bring social impact to the globe. Much like that, this initiative is going to allow us to do that. It's going to keep our prices down low by pricing your earrings strategically at around $50 each, so much below competitors such as Chanel. but also increasing our social impact on the scale to bring us away from this high quadrant in the top left, down further into this bottom right corner as a differentiator in our market. So the second idea that we're proposing is really building upon one of your strengths, which is your customer experience and customer satisfaction. But we want to take that from just beyond your in-store experience and put it onto your e-commerce retail experience, leveraging a brand new technology known as augmented reality. So what is augmented reality? Augmented reality uses the camera in your phone as well as your computer to be able to picture earrings on your face. It's going to be able to recognize your face, and by choosing the earring that you want to select from our website, it's going to appear right in the spot on your ears. It's going to be a great way for you to see what that looks like on you, and it's going to bring a greater selection and right where you are, anywhere you are. So in terms of customer experience, this is truly unique to this market. It's brand new, and it's going to allow customers to try it before you buy it. The product innovation, as I mentioned, is brand new to the market. No one else is leveraging this technology, which is going to really set us apart and once again help us differentiate and improve the e-commerce retail experience. The digital fulfillment, this is a brand new digital technology that we're going to access to really bring a wow factor to our customers and improve this customer success and customer satisfaction. Risk optimization. So this is similar to your previous initiative in terms of glasses, where you send 5 pairs of glasses out to a customer, they try the ones that they want, see which ones fit best, and then send them back. Augmented reality is essentially the exact same thing, except you're not actually sending the product. They're able to do the same purpose of see which one fits best, see which ones they like, all from the technology, sitting maybe even in a bed at work, anywhere they are. It's going to help us reduce our shipping costs while improving this customer experience. And enhance company control. We're going to be able to take the data that we gather from this, for example, which earrings they're trying on, which ones are best seller, and be able to help us aid decision making into what type of products we want to present to our customers on a daily basis. By seamlessly integrating this augmented reality into the e-commerce retail platform, we're going to improve the customer experience in general.
On to our next idea, marketing. We have a great goal of 150% improvement in brand recognition and brand awareness. Obviously, that's a very high goal, but keeping in mind that you're very centralized currently in the United States through word of mouth, we can expand that to a global presence, and on top of that, utilize different channels. So we're going to look at a brand equity analysis here, where we're going to look at the brand awareness to begin with, and through brand awareness, what I want to state is that our current social initiatives are going great. But by introducing earrings for hearing, it will really up your game in terms of awareness, and people will be more aware of you as the glasses manufacturer that is always socially impactful in every way, shape, and form. So one of our 2 ideas for improving brand awareness is a viral video campaign. Imagine you and a few Angeli, yourself, and a few executives in Warby Parker head down to Africa. You go to an impoverished area where you're looking for a person who has never heard before. He wasn't able to have hearing, and for example, he has his daughter next to him. He's never heard his daughter before. You take a video of that person with a hearing aid for the first time listening to his daughter, and that video will resonate so much with people. By bringing that into our marketing strategy, it will really resonate with people and it will go viral. Secondly, #4Hearing Challenge. Imagine having something similar to the Ice Bucket Challenge, where a person video logs earplugs inside his or her ear for 4 hours, and then logs it and cuts it down and then posts it up. We're trying to bring that social influence the same way that the Ice Bucket Challenge did, and improve and introduce it through our company in order to bring awareness to our initiative, Earrings for Hearing. Second of all, brand association. We have great customer service, one of the top rated most likely. You are also planning to open up a headquarters in Nashville, which is a great idea, but why not have a new customer service center? That customer service center will be state of the art. The customer service that you currently have is already state of the art. So why not have a centralized location in our new headquarters with standardized training procedures and a new training booklet that really gives it a standardized procedure for training these customer service representatives. Brand loyalty. You have low prices. Any customer would be loyal towards that. But we're going to introduce 2 things that's really going to up that. Video tour. A video tour of our manufacturing process. As you know, your glasses are currently made in the same factories as Luxottica, Ray-Bans, and many other glasses manufacturers. But we give them at a much lower price, which means if we utilize this video tour, we can really show people that we use the same process, but we also give lower prices compared to all other manufacturers. Influencer campaigns. Many people speak well about us on Facebook and Twitter and all other social platforms. Why not have our website or our social media and repost it? Show people what other people are thinking about us. Really get that influencers and rep them up in that way. Finally, perceived quality. Our glasses have superior craftsmanship, and we also intend for our earrings to have superior craftsmanship. And our manufacturing process, as I said, is centralized in the same factories as other major brands that sell their glasses at $500. We're going to continue that initiative. It's going to stay as business as usual, but we're going to utilize social media to really advertise that and let people know that compared to competitors, we're at a greater level and at a lower price.
So now we're all going to bring it back into perspective. How are we going to help you implement this, and when are we going to do so? So we plan on doing this over about 2 years or 24 months in 3 separate phases. So we want to help you implement this new product line, the new partnership, this idea of augmented reality and make it a reality for us, and then eventually establish this global presence. So through the first phase, for the first 6 months, we really want to get you started on the new product line and the new partnership taking off there. And then the second phase, which will be going for the second half of the first year, starting to implement this augmented reality while wrapping up this new product line and continuing to foster new relationships and build these partnerships with nonprofit organizations, possibly more than one. And this third phase will be for the final year, really establishing that online presence for you and then innovating constantly, building on this augmented reality idea that we have.
So now that we have a bit of an idea of what we're going to be doing and the timeline of it, we're going to look at the financial aspect. So these costs are based on what the current market average is, as we don't have a current cost list. So to implement the new product, you need to have your conceptual design, your overhead your overhead manufacturing costs, as well as a per unit cost for those to actually produce each unit. Secondly, for the augmented reality, you need to develop the app, plus to be able to implement it online and also through your 15 stores. And finally, the marketing initiatives. So you have your social media channels, as well as your public relations and ongoing sales and promotion costs. So that totals to about $1.2 million. However, given the fact that you do have $60 million in venture capital funding, that gives you an ROI of 45% within the next 2 years, which is extremely great as you are a high growth company and you want to maintain that growth throughout the future. As Lee said, you want that 100-year brand aspect. So also, now that we've given you kind of a robust idea of what our strategy is, how we're going to implement it, and also the cost of it, we're going to look at some contingency plans. So what happens if things go wrong, and we foresaw a few risks. So first, brand dilution with the addition of a new product. So currently, people know you as the eyeglass, low cost, a high impact eyeglass company. So by adding that new aspect, there's some risk in that. And the mitigation for that is to really use the marketing channels as a way to unite your brand and focus on the social impact of you as a company through those two products. Secondly is the inability to find a new partner for your new campaign. What you can do is leverage the current Vision Springs partnership, because as a social nonprofit, they have a vast array of contacts that you can use and really solidify partnership through that. Thirdly, the high investment cost for augmented reality. So as you saw in the financials, it's about just under $1 million to implement and execute. The mitigation for that is that it's a huge differentiator in the market. So as you are expanding your product line, as you are competing with these high cost people, these companies, that's how you're going to differentiate yourself.
Now after this presentation, I just want to summarize what we plan to do. We recognize that the business problem that you are facing is that you're trying to maintain your corporate vision while also improving the sales and expanding your social reach. To do so, we have proposed to you an innovative idea known as Earrings for Hearing, which will allow you to do just that. We walked you through an analysis tools in terms of the gap analysis of where you want to be as where you are and bridging that gap through our KPIs, as well as the market positioning map to see where you are compared to your competitors, the process map of implementing the augmented reality, and finally the brand equity, which touches upon your marketing campaigns. All of this in total is going to result in a 24-month implementation phase, but doing so will allow you to be successful and ensure that you have an eye into the future. Thank you.
Alright, so let's just say the Earrings for Hearing campaign goes well. Do you think it's a good idea for us to possibly continue to expand our product line, such as possibly, I don't know, footwear to sell?
So we really want to keep it centralized right now. You started as a glasses company, as a facial accessories company. We're expanding to earrings. We want to take it a step at a time. Obviously, footwear is a huge step from glasses, and we just want to keep it centralized around accessories. And I'm sure that's your vision as Warby Parker. We want to see you succeed around that portfolio.
You guys mentioned global presence and trying to expand that. In terms of that, do you guys have any plans in your head about expanding into brand new regions, facilities in specific, and physical location?
So right now, we're currently obviously located in the United States. Through our marketing efforts, we're going to gauge how through Warby Parker's marketing efforts, we're going to gauge how the global market is reacting to Warby Parker, our earrings, our accessories, our social initiatives, and maybe down the line we will consider expanding to Europe and having manufacturing. Obviously, our manufacturing facilities are the same as Luxottica and Ray-Ban, which is not in the United States, actually in Europe. So we want to focus on maintaining that. But in terms of headquarters and operations, maybe down the line, Warby Parker should look into that if the global presence is reactive in a very good way.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. Did you guys answer these questions?